Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
This morning we will pray Psalms 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Therefore, will not be fear, though the earth be moved, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Though the waters therefore roll and troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, Selah. There is a river, the stream thereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall keep her, and that night, and that right early. The heathen rage, the kingdom were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord. What desolation he had made in the earth. He maketh war to cease unto the ends of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariots in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Good morning and welcome to my community of parity and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. The Forbes family is having two very contrasting events today. It is the birthday of my sister, Faith, nearly 100. It is today as well that we will be putting our young cousin, Daniel, to rest. So we're having contrasting events and mixed feelings in the family this morning. So do bear with us. The reason why I'm out here this morning, I should have done this program on Friday night, but the coughing wasn't allowing me to do so. So I said, I have to do it today because I now go out tonight, not going to be out until tomorrow morning. So I have to make like a time. And then I have to get up early and cook before the heat come down. Today's not so hot as the other days. We're at 27 degrees already and it is climbing, but still hot indoors. And there's two other issues that kept me up last night. Barely could sleep, still feeling sleepy. Now, after I came from church yesterday, in dusk and dark, I said, let me go to Peckham because Saturday evening time, them string up music out of Peckham, and because it was a football as well, I know everybody would be out, nobody would be indoors. I mean, the pub landlord make a killing yesterday when it comes to money, that aside. But while cycling through the park on my way to Peckham, there was a man with his dog off leash, and the dog was attacking people, and he had no concern about that. So further down the park, I buck up on a police car. So we tap the police car for tell him, can you go down there and tell that white man his dog need to be on the leash? The police then said to me, I'll go afterwards, but at the moment I'm dealing, we have a child on board. Now, somebody came to park yesterday The little girl couldn't be about more than 5, 6 years old. Whether the child was left deliberately in the park or recklessly or carelessly, the child was lost. I couldn't sleep last night because that depresses me. How do you lose a child which you should have in your eye view at all times? Hmm? How do you lose a child, misplace a child, or leave a child when that child should be in your hand? You should be holding on the child's hand at all time, or the child should be in your eye view at all time. So, battling with whether it was carelessness, drunkenness, deliberately left the child in, I don't know, but it kept me up last night. And football seemed to be coming closer home to the United Kingdom. And because of that, we couldn't sleep last night because it was noise right through the game. And then after the game was over, it was the horn tooting and the noise coming from every block and every household. Last night, you just couldn't sleep because of football and all of that. But how no do? Morning and welcome, good morning to my community of party, all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning all. Real sweet, good morning. Lynette Jenkins, good morning and welcome. Pamela Akola, good morning. Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson, good morning. Baron Leslie, Jamrak 8766, Marcia Thomas, Sheena Kelly, Cousin Kachiwa Guan, Evan Miller, Debbie Jervis TV, good morning. Opal Watson, good morning. And to everyone watching on their TV, Errol, good morning. Miranda, good morning. To everyone watching on their TV, their projector, or other devices that prevent you from commenting, good morning and welcome. Please hit the like button for us, please, and share the live. Elga Fletcher, good morning, so more people know that we are out here. Today is the birthday of my sister, Faith, and we'd like to say happy birthday to you, my dear. Another year getting older and older, but it is your birthday. She'll be out with her daughter and grandsons, and then she have to make her way back home to watch funeral in Jamaica this evening. So as I say, it's contrasting event in the family. But despite today, we wish you many, many more returns. We wish you long life, good health, and prosperity. Happy birthday to you from the Global TV Group and the entire family.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Today a new year has begun. Today the old chapter is closed. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Today a new year has begun. Today the old chapter is closed. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. bless you now. May God bless you now. May God bless you now. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Happy birthday to you. Hip, 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 hooray. Yeah.
This is my ride or die sister, the two-way bullish like we mother. Our mother always say, when them two ya go on road, me not have to fret about them. Because I know nobody can take liberty of them. And I know they're not afraid of nobody. Yeah. We were just like our mother. We not lose. All right? Raymond G, morning and welcome. Patricia Matthews, good morning. On the flip side of things, today is a very painful day for the Forbes family. On the flip side of things, we will be putting Daniel Forbes to rest today as well. Very young, just 34. Many of you who journeyed through Kingston Airport would have, or probably would have seen her face because she's been working at Island Grill in Kingston Airport for about 6 years or so. Many of you who journeyed through, because after we do God check-in this, we normally head to Island Grill to get something to eat. So many people would have known her face from Kingston Airport. Call Stuart morning. But pray up the strength of the Forbes family today. It's a very difficult and emotional day that we will be having to tackle in the next few hours. So that's why I come out early this morning because not come out early. That's why I come out this morning because otherwise I would have left the show until tonight. But because of the funeral, I know that I'm not going to be in the mood to do a show afterwards. Sterling Foster, good morning. But pray up the strength of the Forbes family today, especially my late uncle's children. They are going to need the strength. My late uncle's children and widow, they are going to need the strength today to bear through what the family has to tackle today. Donna Thompson, good morning and welcome. Oh dear, let's get on with the show this morning. The reason why I come out this morning is to do it. I don't know if any of you have watched the Integrity Commission oversight meeting in Parliament on which day was it? Was it Thursday? Whichever day of the week. Wanna see it? You must have seen Andrea Dawn Hamilton Wilson. How you do? You would have seen the what's him call it? The reporting in the Gleaner, where Matthew Samuda is asking that Dennis Chung, Andrew Holness's plant at the Integrity Commission, should be given the mandate to review MP's statutory declaration. Oh, yes. Further attacks on the IC. But the bigger disgrace, though, are the people sitting on the IC, because most of them are labor rights. People like Dal Wimple, Filberth, the crook, the criminal charged by the Integrity Commission. We know they have a vested interest in dismantling the IC, because when the IC Act was written, in law we would call that a codification, because there were different bits and pieces, Lynette Jenkins, all over the place. You have the Auditor General, you have the Contractor General, you have the Parliamentary Integrity Standard and whatever, but there were different bits and pieces here and there. The Integrity Commission Act codifies and brings all of these people under one umbrella, the Integrity Commission. We see where the attacks continues to increase, because I don't know if you remember last year, one of the things they wanted to do was to remove Pamela Monroe Ellis, separate her from the IC, because they audit the IC and the Auditor General is one of the same thing under the Integrity Commission Act. They want to now remove Pamela Monroe Ellis. That's one of the debate they're having, one of the consideration they're having. And now we want to bring FID, because when I told the Jamaica Labour Party how to strengthen the IC, using FID and MOCA, incorporate FID and MOCA as a part of the IC to do the much needed investigation that you regularly see get referred to them. But no, they want to take away jurisdiction from the IC and give it to their plant. Then every Labour MP would have free of illicit enrichment. After 10 years, all Andrew Holness seemed to be doing is breaking down the integrity body in our country. The same body, Karen Nemad, that Andrew Holness government passed into law. Because the PNP government, though they wrote the act, Mark Golden, didn't get the chance to pass the act into law because they lost the 2016 election. Andrew Holness passed it into law in 2017 with amendment around Section 53, what we call the gag clause. But since the Integrity Commission is in operation, we see more and more where Andrew Holness and his crooked regime sought to destruct and dismantle the Integrity Commission. Leonard Denton, how you do? One of the tactics they regularly deployed is tied up every decision in court to make the Integrity Commission look like, and Marissa Dalwymple Filbert allude to this, persecution rather than prosecution. What she is saying, in my view, is that the Integrity Commission is persecuting members of the Jamaica Labour Party. Not that you all are thieves, Marissa Dalwymple Filbert, Zenet Bedford. Not that you all are thieves. Not that you all are corrupt crooks. Not that you all cannot keep your fingers to yourself. The IC, which is doing their work, is persecuting you all. So we're going to listen. It's an hour and a half, I think. I don't know how much people will listen to this morning. Andrew Holness, though, in telling a lie, is being stopped in his track by our chief nursing practitioner. Let's get to that shortly.
10 years, you say.
and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food, pan we play. People are suffer, while Andrew I live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through, and left the people here. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of hope. A whose pocket do I feel, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Holness, time to go, time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door. Holness, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Holness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Roads crack up parish council, bro. Country suffocate down and it just smoke. And when we raise the voice, you call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Holness, time to go.
Time to go, the people.
Them say no.
We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Holness, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLB cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late.
Holness, time to go.
Time to go, the people.
Them say no.
We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not by the door.
Holness, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive.
Jamaicans
Enough is
will
enough.
live.
Jamaicans will live.
It is about full time. Somebody stopped the Prime Minister in his lying tracks immediately. Well, come, don't tell me say you're not reaching a studio. Don't tell me that. Somebody have to stop Andrew Holness in his tracks. Andrew Holness can just get up and lie like this. Why on earth? I'm thinking of full, so why it's not coming in studio. Andrew Holness cannot continue to sit in front of me, stare in the camera lens, and tell the wicked and dreadful lies. Why is this thing not coming into studio this morning? Me thinking of full up that yet. Oh, don't start. Oh no, hold on. You need to be on Wi-Fi to do that, you idiot. If your phone is not on Wi-Fi, the thing won't come into the studio. Bear with. Bear with, oh, bear with. Sorry, globalists. Oh no, hold on there. Hold on. Hold on. It's soon coming. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Anytime the phone not up on Wi-Fi, I may put things in a studio. But it's about time somebody stop Andrew Holness, Monica Wells, in the middle of the lion story, where everybody knows Sen Augusto. Hmm? And this is what a lot of people in the public sector done or does. Sit in silence and allow the prime minister to lie. Not only that, Les Morning, sometimes they applaud and cheer on the prime minister lie, giving approval. Sometimes they themselves help the prime minister to perpetrate the lie to the Jamaica people. This woman have strength. I remember when she did the interview on all angles with Diane Jackson Miller. As she tell us of the situation across the healthcare, especially at Cornwall Regional Hospital. I don't remember her exact title, but in England, yeah, she would be like the chief nursing practitioner. Let us listen. Let us listen to the Prime Minister. And somebody remember me her title, no? We can't remember her title, but in England, yeah, we would have referred to her as the chief nursing practitioner.
Been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We've recently
We have never had enough, sir, and that is a reality.
Yeah.
Time gone by, it would have been because we didn't train enough. Then we were training enough, but we're not paying enough, so people were leaving, and people are still leaving because I would have articulated in the local space that people don't leave for money only. People leave for opportunities.
Yeah.
And people leave for some basic things, sir. People leave. I have a child with special needs. Jamaica can't help me. So I have to go to a country where I can work and send my child into a space that I know they are cared for and protected professionally. Jamaica doesn't offer that. So there are some things. I have my elderly parents who need additional health needs. They can't get that here. And that's the basic.
Look on him blood clot face. If face could have fire a bullet, that woman they would have get shot. It is about time. Yes, she's a matron, but she have a particular title which I cannot remember from the top of my head right here now. Because I normally matron get them position there, but she represents all nurses across Jamaica. She represents all nurses across Jamaica. Is it Carglass? I can't pronounce her name, you know. But she represents all nurses across the island. If bullet couldn't fly out her face, and you would line her up with bullet, because what people like Donald Trump, and this is what the Americans aren't doing enough, is sit down there and allow Donald Trump to speak fuckery. Fuck R-E-ockery. And nobody said, Mr. President, President of the Nursing Association. Thank you. That's her title. People need to do this more to Andrew Holness and Donald Trump. Car G. Morning. People need to do more of this to Andrew Holness and Donald Trump. Remember that interview where she did up on all angles, where she tell us the real state, especially at Cornwall Regional Hospital. Somebody had to do this, Jamaica. Somebody had to do this. Come on, how you do? Andrew Holness must not be allowed. Yeah, man, she didn't do that interview there. All angles were tell we of the real state. The nurses them have to work in her. Remember when the doctor did tell we that junior doctor did up on the interview with her as well, when they tell we that you have to be resuscitating patients on the floor. People up at Cornwall Regional Hospital Palm Beach bed, you know. Them thing where you lay down pan Palm Beach. I must say white people do it. Lay down pan Palm Beach for catch sun and catch color. People up at Cornwall Regional Hospital are lay down pan them. When every year when Cornwall Regional come to a completion, we hear it pushed back. But this was speaking to the nurses. Well, Andrew Holness is going to come out now and can tell we say, people are there's the argument, and he always say, there's the argument that there isn't. No, Andrew Holness, somebody did have to tap you in the middle are telling the lie. You can't just continue. Beach launch chair, Debbie. Yeah. Beach launch chair. People are laid on pan up at Cornwall Regional Hospital. And them disgraceful thing there. When you run home the Cuban nurses and we say Tufton go back to him vomit. I bring back in Cuban nurse. The Cuban nurses, them don't fit come. Them fi make we dead. Them fi make we dead and them fi make we go blind in a Jamaica. Because we the people of Jamaica never stand up for the Cuban nurses. When Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, Andrew Holness, Christopher Tufton, and Kamina Johnson with him neck pan, with her neck on her shoulder attack the Cuban nurses, Ladybug. Oh, you do. Yes, Dr. Dad deal with it. Remember in February, you know, because I covered that, I write a couple articles about that. When the Dome Hospital, when Delroy, was it Delroy Frey, his name is? I did a couple articles on that in February of this year. When Delroy, I think it's Delroy Frey, and Christopher Tufton keep telling us, Carlton Barnes, about the Dome Hospital for ease up bed space and all of that. How much months on Dome Hospital no reach? Cornwall Regional Hospital completion date put back. We see when general election was coming, they run go open the administrative block for full way, like say anything that would alleviate the bed problem. Yes, Delroy Frey. That would alleviate the bed problem and all of the other issues that going on at Cornwall Regional Hospital. And Andrew Holness, when we're in a nursing crisis, we're not training enough. When we train them, we can't pay them. They have to run away because of pay and working condition. We see Cornwall Regional nurses earlier this year come out and protest. We see KPH nurses a few weeks ago come out and protest as well. Dr. Tufton with the DR title, turn up our graduation with Dr. Teddy Box, the blood clot. Dr. Teddy Box, the dog. After they remove meaningful healthcare profession from us, Tufton turn up with a wellness bench and a doctor dog. Dr. Teddy Box, Christopher Tufton turn up our graduation with you. I kid you not. I kid you not. Christopher Tufton turn up at a graduation with Dr. Box. Yeah.
Been under the pressure.
Somebody did have to tap that junk roya in and checks. So me know the nurse here PNP. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying this is the attack that is going to come towards her. She a PNP. I'm a Golden send her out. A Dayton Campbell, a Dr. Campbell send her out. A Dr. Dan send her out. So what if she a PNP? Somebody have to stand up in this country. Somebody have to remind the Prime Minister, says, cut the bullshit, sir. We're talking about life and death in our country. We're talking about life and death in our country. And Holness come out and come back with, there is the argument. Every time you hear this, hold thy peace this morning, dear God. Hold my peace. Every time you hear this junker come out about there is the argument, or there is the saying, or there is the perception, you know a plethora of lies are going to follow up that. Somebody did have to tap you, my God. Somebody did have to tap you in your checks. Somebody did have to tap you. You can't go on so. Make you hold up, make when people see you on camera, it make the whole Jamaica look like a fool. Prime Minister, nobody not tell you say you're an idiot, you know. But as we would have said in a sentiment, you are tartan-born fool. Prime Minister, you is a tartan-born fool. Because not even you not believe you lie them, you know. Even the people, them Prime Minister, Tiffin Andrew, even the people, them, will clap and cheer and applaud the lies. They don't believe it. They know you are lying. All of us know you are lying. And this is why I said the respect or the fear that Jamaica people so-called have for these politicians, you all need to drop it. This is how we need to speak to them. This is how we need to object to them in the middle of the blunder.
Been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We're
under the impression, says Andrew Holness, that Jamaica don't have enough healthcare professionals. Why then, may one ask, did Christopher Tufton with the DR title went on a joyride to the Philippines, to Nigeria, to India, to Ghana, and all over hunting for nurses after Marco Rubio and Donald Trump attacked the Cuban nurses? Surprise, surprise, the dog that Christopher Tufton and the Jamaica Labour Party has returned to their own vomit. Because the same nurse them want to pick up and throw out of the country. Some of them were crying when they were leaving. You all are going back for them. Because nobody, only but nobody will come to Jamaica and work for the pittance, not just for the pittance, but in the dereliction of what we call healthcare in our country. You think people are fools? Like, seriously. Why would somebody from Nigeria or Ghana want to leave WAS to come to Wassara? Answer the question, Dr. Box. Why would somebody from India, Philippines, Nigeria, Ghana, why would they want to leave WAS and come to Wassara? Answer that question. Somebody did have a tap Andrew Holness. Me only wish we find a longer clip of that video, yeah. Huh? Prime Minister in comedy, we would call this a roasting, you see. In comedy, Prime Minister, we would call this a roasting. The Prime Minister was roast in the middle of the lie and deceit. That every time Andrew Holness looks into a camera, every time Andrew Holness goes before a mic, he lies to the Jamaican people. The sad reality, though, is the stupid old fart called labor rights don't know better. The butt scratching, boot licking, pocket picking, those who call themselves journalists, they don't do a good job in exposing the Prime Minister lies or calling him out. Ubuntu for real, honesty D, morning. Andrew is a God bless Seventh-day Adventist, no weapon. Move your nasty slip and slide blood clot from here. Honesty D, you nasty piece of shit. Huh? You're a nasty piece of shit, like literally just like that. When you call Andrew Holness and God name together, prostitute, midnight harlot, daytime whore. Don't make me come for you this morning, Jankro. And that you come on my platform, but why the pussy clot you never ride on? I want your bike broke down off of my platform? Why you never ride on? You see, these Jankro, these piece of shit that call themselves labor right in our country, Jankro uno suffer, you know? Just look on Southwest St. Elizabeth at the moment. Jankro uno suffer and uno fit dead for once in our country. What kind of Andrew Holness a God bless Seventh-day Adventist? Seventh-day Adventist thief and whore and lie like our. Seventh-day Adventist where the pastor them can't keep up their zip. You know the amount of them get disciplined. Uno dog shit in the Seventh-day Adventist church. Uno prostitute. Uno sell pussy at the time in the Adventist church. Because you don't wait till night to sell pussy, you know. Uno do it in a broad daylight. No, me not block the garbage them. Me not block them. Let me rub them out. Let me rub them out. Member say, Uno Governor General, President of the East Jamaica Conference, take the church tithe and offering and gambling and cash plus and all it. A long time, Uno Adventist labor writer, thief, Jankro, go and go sell front. Because if some of the Adventist people don't sell front, no can yam. Oh. Yes, me want Jamaican fit dead. Any Jamaican will support the Jamaica Labour Party. Me want to fit dead and go blind. Me want to fit go dead and go blind. Anyone of the Jamaicans will support the Jamaica Labour Party. Me want to fit go dead and go blind. Yeah. We're wrong with saying that. Did your Adventist Prime Minister not order the killing of your own son, you daytime whore? Daytime whore. Is it not your same godless Adventist Prime Minister will order the killing of your own son? You prostitute. This is how you prostitute on yourself for the Jamaica Labour Party. Midnight or take up your jaws and move on. We don't buy front row here, so nasty shit. Nasty woman or nasty man, anything you be. Take, man, want to prostitute themselves these days, especially when they're labor right. When they're selling themselves short just for food. Labor right, if we're not prostitute themselves, we can't yam. Here says not the place, dog shit. Dog shit, if you compound with boot bottom, we will stamp you off. I know the right place, John Crow. Gavin Watts, morning. Patrick Godfrey. John Crow is not the right place you park up. Move on. Go stamp all over you this morning. John Crow like Uno. Uno for dead for once in our country. The Governor General, which is a pastor, Reverend Patrick Allen, President of the East Jamaica Conference, asked Reverend Patrick Allen wanting to the church money when take and gamble in a cash plush and hold it. I'll take some by pussy too and batty. Ask Glenn Samuels, but the holy pastor will get disciplined under the union, under the Seventh Day Union of Conferences. Una prostitute and whores. Ask Andrew Holness, the godless Seventh-day Adventist, who gave the order to the police to turn gun on your children and whore like Uno come round my platform with a fuckery. I don't think so. I don't know if it's dead if you want. Just like how Andrew called for the gun for turn pound. I want to know if it's dead for once. I want to know that Cornwall Regional and KPH and deadpan Checha before Dr. Sono labor rights. Labor rights. We want to know deadpan Checha before Dr. even get round to fucking idiot.
Been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We've recently
We have never had enough, sir, and that is a reality.
Yeah.
Time gone by, it would have been because we didn't train enough. Then we were training enough, but we're not paying enough. So
look on the motherfucker face. Andrew Holness turned in a monkey pan way.
People were leaving, and people are still leaving because I would have articulated in the local space that people don't leave for money only. People leave for opportunities.
Yeah.
And people leave for some basic things, sir. People leave. I have a child who is special needs. Jamaica can't help me. So I have to go to a country where I can work and send my child into a space that I know they are cared for and protected professionally. Jamaica doesn't offer that. So there are some things. I have my elderly
Jesus, if in face could have cut that lady throat. If in face could have cut that lady throat. The doctors and nurses from, so the fucking idiot here is a dunce, but then again, it's a labor right, isn't it? Churchill Roberts, morning. Anesthety is a labor right, so the dunceness natural. It comes natural. So when we're under an impression, we have perceived reality. When the Prime Minister told us we're under the impression, it means that we have perceived reality wrongly. It means that we don't know the facts, is what the Prime Minister is alluding to. It's either we have perceived reality wrongly, or we don't know the facts, or we could just be playing politics. John Crow. Somebody did have to stop you. Somebody did have to show you up in a public. So come off the fuckery, Prime Minister. Come off it. Because you know you're lying. The entire country knows you're lying. Because us, the people who engage the healthcare system.
Welcome to Jamaica House. And
hold on there, Lord. Moderator work is. Let's go to a longer clip. We may even hear ya. We're gonna have to push back the IC, the show will fit up on the IC till tomorrow morning. Wanna bear with me. We need to listen the full half hour with Andrew and the nurse them. So bear with.
say, I feel very
Bear with. I have a half somebody send me, one of my moderators sent me a half an hour clip that will give us more information. We're going to push back the show we're meant to do on the IC. I don't know, me not stay out long, we have funeral today. On the IC this morning. And let us substitute that with the conversation between Andrew Holness and the nurses. So we're going to go right to that. Alrighty. Honestly, you can go on now, you know, shame. We hold away rub you out. Jankra, I saw the labor rights stay, no shame. Anyway, them labor rights, no mind them. Stay here and listen to the truth. Because of that happen, you know. Anytime people speak the truth in our country, anytime on a thief and liar prime minister gets show up, refresh the excellent, how you do. Anytime on get show up in our country, a son run out and go on, no can derail with this man. So we are going to go no more. Huh? We are going to go no more this morning. If I come out, you come out for the blockading. If I come out, you come out for take way off topic, you're going to get more Jankro. Jankro, you're just going to get more. Because we are going to leave Thingy Rada this morning. We're going to leave the IC until tomorrow morning. And then let's go to the nurses. Joyce Ferguson, morning.
And it's good interchange, good exchange, and it gives me a chance to get a kind of direct insight as to what is happening in the profession and the personal development of the people who are involved in the profession, and what are some of the policy changes you would like to see. And every year I have a little special gift. It's becoming more and more a challenge, but the special gift is still still there. I'm trying to do as much as I can.
This would have been our yearly courtesy call. Usually we visit with you in July, which is our Nurses Week, during our Nurses Week celebrations. But we all know what happened in 2025, so we were not facilitated at that time. But I want to say thanks to you for facilitating us at this time for that last year visit. Please note that we will be writing to you for this year's visit. Usually we come to you, the officers of the association, as well as the contestants of the Nurse and Nursing Student of the Year competition. So sitting here today, you will have that gathering. I have the officers from the last administration, as well as our...
Honestly, we now remove you from here. We don't black people, let me tell you this. We don't black people. We enjoy people making a fool of themselves. One. And two, because I'm an educator, I want you to learn. Because I don't want you to continue with the ignorance and the docility that you have up here. We now move you, baby girl or baby boy. We now move you. This is a place for learning. So we can't move you, because we can't make you continue done so. Is the truth. So stay here at your own peril, darling. No mean we won't rub you the cloth out, though.
Our nursing students and Nurse of the Year participants. And fortunately for them and for you, you would now know who is the winner. If you had seen us in July, you would not have known at that time. But you would know at this time. I'm going to ask the persons to introduce themselves, starting with those persons on my right.
Okay, sir. I've been a nurse for 19 years.
Yes.
And was trained at the Excelsior Community College, and I love my profession.
What's your specialty?
I'm a specialized nurse in nephrology,
Nephrology.
Yes.
And that is?
dealing with the kidneys and the kidney issues, all the renal issues.
Oh,
Good morning. My name is Althea Palmer. I work at Bustamante Hospital for Children. I've been a nurse for 21 years, and I've specialized in midwifery as well as pediatric hematology oncology. I was trained in Trinidad at UWI in that first batch, and I work as a nurse manager in quality assurance and in service education department.
My name is Antoinette Bent. I am a charge nurse in the Accident and Emergency Department at the University Hospital of the West Indies. I am the second runner-up in the Nurse of the Year for the Lascaux Foundation, NAJ, competition 2025-2026. Yes, I'm also trained as an emergency nurse and I am a midwife. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Michelle Edwards-Lewis, representing the parish of Manchester. I work at the Mandeville Regional Hospital. I am the first runner-up in the Nurse of the Year competition 2025-2026. And my specialty, I am a registered nurse midwife, and I'm also neonatology trained.
It's such a pleasure to be here. My name is Fiona Collins. I am from Cool, Manchester, serving at the Percy Jonah Hospital for over 28 years. I am presently the NAJ Lascaux Foundation Nurse of the Year 2025-2026, presently serving in the position of Deputy Director of Nursing Services, and that it works directly under the matron that we are accustomed to. I also have specialty in pediatric midwifery and Master of Science in Nursing Education. Thank you.
I'm Beretta Thomas. I am the Assistant Treasurer for the Nurses Association of Jamaica. I am a registered general nurse. I am the departmental nurse manager at the Bellevue Hospital. I am from Clarendon. My specialty is psychiatric and also midwifery. I am also a trained nursing administrator. I am happy to be here today, and I am willing to be a part of this team anytime again. Thank you.
I am Corlett Francis Spencer from the lovely parish of St. Thomas. I work at the Princess Margaret Hospital. My specialty is midwifery, and I'm also trained in nursing admin. I'm presently acting as a nurse manager. I've been a nurse for 10 years, and I'm enjoying my profession.
Keon Duhaney Gordon from the one and only Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center, the only of its kind. Sir, I would tell you that I am trained in rehab, but you don't offer that here. So we are searching for a country that offers the program so you can have specialized rehab nurses here. But I've been there for 25 years. I hold a master's degree in nursing administration. And I am also the recording secretary of the Nurses Association of Jamaica.
I'm Sarika Brandon Betty. I work at University Hospital of the West Indies for 29 years now. I am a trained registered general nurse, registered midwife. I specialize in obstetrics, and I have a master's in nursing education. I am currently the director of nursing education at UWI, and I also hold the post of third vice president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. Thank you.
Dawn Marie Richards, president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, senior public health nurse, St. Mary Health Department. I have been a nurse for the past 29 years. I specialize, as you would have said, in primary health care as a public health nurse, among other things.
My name is Denise Dakers-Reeves. I am the first vice president formally of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. I am a trained clinical perfusionist specialized in pediatrics. I'm a registered nurse midwife. I'm a clinical preceptor. I'm also trained in anesthesia. Thank you.
I am Heather Joy Henry McGraw, and I'm from the friendly city of Montego Bay. I have been a family nurse practitioner for the past 15 years. So I speak, sleep, advanced practice regionally and internationally. And I served as a third vice president for this dynamic association. Thank you.
My name is Polly Lynn. I am the current nursing student of the year. I'm a fourth-year student of Brownstone Community College.
My name is Akiv Matheson. I am from Montego Bay, as Nurse Magra mentioned. I am the first runner-up in the NAJ LASCO Nursing Student of the Year competition 2025 to 2026. And I'm a fourth-year nursing student at the University of Jamaica Caribbean School of Nursing, Western Campus.
My name is Kamisha McKinney Sutherland, one of the finalists of the NAJ LASCO Nursing Student of the Year 2025 to 2026. I have been a trained midwife for the past 8 years, very passionate about midwifery, and I am honored to be here today. I'm also a final year nursing student at the Knox Community College, and I'm a Manchesterian.
I am Tiana Fraser, a fourth-year nursing student at the Knox Community College and a finalist of the Nursing Students of the Year competition. Because I don't really have much to add, I can tell you that when I'm finished with my studies, hopefully I'm able to serve my country as a public health nurse. Can you hear my heart beating?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cherise Burrell Anderson. I am a nurse manager at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. I specialize in operating theater nursing, and I'm in charge of that department. I was trained at the Kingston School of Nursing, the last batch. I was a finalist last year, 2025 to 2026, of the NAG LASCO Chin Foundation Nurse of the Year competition. In the future, I want to become an actress.
That's a good one.
My name is Janet Wilson Powell, a registered nurse of the Mandeville Regional Hospital. I am a product of the Northern Caribbean University. I am a registered general nurse and a proud Manchesterian.
My name is Kadisha Smith. I'm an early career nurse who is employed at the Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center, where I currently work for the past 5 years. I specialized in mental health. I was a 2023 shortlisted nominee for the Prime Minister's Youth Award. Yes.
My name is Carlene Miller, and I am a nurse manager of the Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center as well. And Mr. Prime Minister, I crave your attention to look into Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center. We have a lot of progress to make, and we have a lot to offer since we are the only rehabilitation center in the English-speaking Caribbean operated by the government, yet we are not trained. So we have to go out there to seek best practice for our patients. And may I remind us all that rehabilitation takes in every system of the body.
This is an insult. An institution, the only one in the Caribbean, run by the government, but there's no specialized training. It means that there would also be no funding. I mean, from the time our Golden Father set up this rehabilitation center in our country, successive government, including this one, you mean a faculty? There's no faculty at University Hospital or any of our hospitals in Jamaica that improves training nurses, practitioners who work at Sir John Golding Institution have to find best practice to treat them patients. This is a disgrace and a scandal, not just of Andrew Holness government, but successive government, Labour and PNP. This is a scandal and a disgrace that the only institution in our country, the only institution in the Caribbean, has been abandoned by government.
And when our patients are spinal cord damaged, stroke patients, motor vehicle accident, wherever, they come to us. We don't have enough space for our patients, and it's very critical that we look into rehabilitation of our patients, because all is not lost. Those that we get on time, marvelous are their prognosis, sir. So I'm begging and I'm pleading that someone looks into rehabilitative nursing in Jamaica. I also am a product of the Excelsior Community College School of Nursing.
I mean, from the time we've been running this institution, from the days of polio, from the days of what polio done to a lot of people in Jamaica. And Mount Golden Father set up this institution, an institution run by government. You mean to say we couldn't partner with the British, the Americans, or somebody to train us on that level of rehabilitation? You mean none of the institution in Jamaica training health professionals? Nobody can come up with that faculty within, oh God of grace, this is disgraceful. And this is not just, when it comes to the Surgeon Golden Institution, this is not just an Andrew Holness problem. This is successive government. This is a specialized unit. Yes, there would be physiotherapists working there as well. But this is a specialized unit, needs specialized training.
And the University of the West Indies. I thank you.
I would not have known in rehabilitative nursing. This is not a specialty offered by any school. So it's an opportunity for a school to take it up. But I do take your point that government may very well have to be the first mover in maybe.
You mean after so long, government, neither Labour nor PNP never think of specialized training to deal with that level of rehabilitation in our country?
Sponsoring courses, setting up a department, or partnering with a school to do it. This is something that I will raise with the Minister of Health. And you mentioned the Sir John Golding Center. And that's been on our radar. And I will also see how best we can make some further investments there.
We had a total of 18 persons for both contests. Some of our students are not able to be here today because of the dynamics of the school system. But I'm happy that the representation is here, and I'm happy that I have my nursing student of the year and my first runner-up nursing student of the year. Just to say, sir, that part of the requirement from the Lascochin Foundation for our winners is a project. The nurse of the year would have done her iWin launch last week before last, in Manchester, the iWin project, where she's seeking to empower women and girls. And on Monday coming, we will all journey to
We're calling on this government. The government of the day is responsible for whatever the shortcomings are. And we are calling on the government for specialized rehabilitation program at our institutions, whether it be University of the West Indies, whether it any one of these institutions that train nurses and doctors. We are calling for specialized rehabilitation courses. It offer in another country. Jamaica, same one also not have friend. Ask the American them. The time when I take up the American baggage and uno get pay from the Americans them. Uno get the Americans them to lift uno status up on the Global Peace Index and on the Travel Advisory. Partner with them so we can have this specialized training. This is long overdue. The government of the day is the one responsible for sort out any shortcomings of previous government. It was what Andrew Holness campaigned on.
Knapdale St. Anne for the execution of the project of our Nursing Student of the Year, and her project is an agricultural project. So just to say, highlight those two areas for our nurses, and to say to you, sir, that we are nurses and we don't only dress our foot and serve medication. We have a lot of dynamic persons in nursing. We have teachers, we have lawyers. Our 2023 Nurse of the Year is a lawyer. Yes. So we have persons who move on. I have a lovely nurse in Manchester, Jodine Gail Gregory. She's a farmer, active farmer. At any time we can interact with our heads of state, it gives us great pleasure. And that is why I really didn't want these ladies to have missed the opportunity to have, and gentlemen, sorry, okay, to have met with you, because it is something that we look forward to.
Yes, it's something I look forward to as well.
It's something that we look forward to.
Let me congratulate those who participated in this exercise. Yes, I like that word, where you display your skills. I don't think anyone is a loser.
They don't feel that way.
No, it is merely a parade of skills. And I also want to commend the LaSalle Foundation for putting this on. I think it's a wonderful idea to have this kind of display of skills. They do it for the police, for education, and for nurses. And it is always good. I've interviewed and met with all the participants in the various categories. And I think it's good for our public service and the people who participate in it as well. You get to display the best of the profession. That's exactly what it is. And it serves as motivation. And so let me commend all the participants and congratulate the Nurse of the Year as well. Just by way of observation, I thought there would be more male representation in the professions. I think we should encourage more males to get involved in the profession.
About the student level, but they don't come up when they become registered nurses, because the second runner-up Nurse of the Year is also a male.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we had 3 of them in the competition last year.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing more male nurses going into like emergency and mental health? Mm-hmm. That's good.
They usually specialize. When the males come in, they specialize mostly in anesthesia, psychiatry, emergency nursing, and some critical care.
And in critical care.
Some of them in education.
Mm-hmm. And what would be the ratio now between male and female?
The ratio is still small, sir. Maybe about 7 or 6% of our nursing fraternity is male.
Is it that care is just like naturally a female thing? Is it?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it is how the males view nursing. It is a female-dominated profession in Jamaica, but if you step outside of Jamaica, we find, especially in the US, Canada, a lot of male nurses.
Mm-hmm.
Have a lot of nurses.
But what would have attracted you to the profession?
I think it was UK full of male nurses as well, of all color, especially white and black. The Indian them tend to go more for study doctor or someone of the therapy or the imagery, but male nurse is quite popular here too.
Calling, really? So persons always say nursing is a calling, and I actually found my calling through nursing school. So somehow, even though I wanted to do medicine, the Lord guided me to nursing. And now I find that I'm enjoying nursing. I actually want to move further into nursing. My initial plan was to get into nursing and use nursing as a footstep into medicine.
Nothing's wrong with that.
But no, I find that I actually want to stick into nursing. And one of my mentors, Nurse Magra,
You just discovered that.
actually is motivating me to want to pursue nurse practitioning in the future.
Good. Excellent. And would you recommend this to other young men?
Of
who are
course.
seeking professions?
Of course, Mr. Holness. In fact, in my class group at Western Campus, UTech, we have 6 meals in the batch.
Mhm.
And in the first year batch, now we have 11 meals.
Good. There is a shortage of nurses locally, believe it or not. Not a shortage of nurses generally, but I believe we produce enough to meet our demand if we could retain our nurses. That's the sense I get. So I'd love to hear your perspective.
In December of 2025, we would have registered 361 nurses. So you go to school for 4 years, you do your hospital examination, you are successful, but that doesn't make you a nurse yet. You must do the nursing council examination. Now, the nursing council is our licensing body.
The profession,
right?
Professional stage of the training.
Right. So they are then required to do the regional examination for nurse registration, commonly known as the RENR. That they have to pass that exam to practice as a registered nurse. So you can have a Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing, but you can't practice nursing. Because if the council does not permit you or register you, you can't work. We would have graduated 361 RNs last year. And
this is at the professional level.
Yeah. None of those persons are yet employed.
But that's strange.
And it's not strange. It happens every year.
It is said we have a shortage of nurses.
Right.
Well, let me not say nurses. Let me say there's a shortage of professionals in the system. But then you have people who are not engaged. So I'm curious, why is that?
The HR policies of the Ministry of Health and Wellness are a challenge for nursing.
The HR policies, what does that? Explain to me. I don't know enough about the intricacies of the profession. So
many moons ago, when I was employed as a registered general nurse, when we were placed, you went to the ministry, you get your letter and you go down to the ministry and you're assigned. Because when we did the exam, we had to say where we want to work. You don't must get it, but you put it down there. Because I wanted to work in Port Antonio and I don't reach up there yet. But you were assigned and everybody who graduated was assigned. That no longer happens. Now, the current situation is that the HR management system is called the My HR Plus system. That system will not employ an individual if they are not able to align them to a post number. We don't have enough posts. That's the bottom line. There's a lot of semantics, but I'm just giving you a baseline. If you don't have a post number free, a person cannot be employed.
I've always been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We've recently
We have never had enough, sir, and that is a reality.
Yes.
Time gone by, it would have been because we didn't train enough. Then we were training enough, but we're not paying enough, so people were leaving. And people are still leaving. Because I would have articulated in the local space that people don't leave for money only.
Veteran!
People leave for opportunities.
Yeah.
And people leave for some basic things, sir. People leave. I have a child with special needs. Jamaica can't help me. So I have to go to a country where I can work and send my child into a space that I know they are cared for and protected professionally. Jamaica doesn't offer that. So there are some things. I have my elderly parents who need additional health needs. They can't get that here. And that's the basic. There's the impression that compensation review would have made nurses stay. It hasn't made us stay. Those of us who don't have any ambition are still here, but it hasn't made us stay. Because
those of us, this is serious, she says, those of us who don't have any ambition, because what she's saying, what we are being paid is only non-ambitious people settle for that. People who want better, seek better, other places that is giving betterer. This is disgraceful.
I have to say it like that because that is what some people tell.
Andrew feel insulted, you can't say him a put on the fake smile. Andrew, you do your top section of teeth them. The top lip them look different. Me don't know. Truth don't sound good, Andrew Holness. Labor rights, truth don't sound good. Truth is not a friendly thing, labor rights.
Plus, that we don't have any ambition, that's why we stay here. But we stay still, because everybody can't leave. That's how it go. Everybody can't leave. I have my people here, so I have to stay with them. But at the end of the day, compensation review did not allow everybody to stay. And as I say, the policies of HR are frustrated persons out of the job. So
the policies of HR, that means that HR I work with the crookedness and the literal fuckery at the Ministry of Health. HR at the Ministry of Health is literally fuckery. It's what one would call design policies to make sure you don't progress. Hold back.
Are appointed as a level 1 registered general nurse. You go and you do a post-basic training in midwifery, psychiatry, accident and emergency, operating theater, whatever it is. There's no post to appoint you in. Or if there's a post, somebody is sitting in the post who did admin but can't move up because there's no sister post. And the challenges go on and on. Prior to this, we used to employ people temporarily. So they are employed on a temporary, well, it's called a temporary employment, but they are employed and they would be paid as registered nurses. We don't have that system anymore. You must be aligned to a post. Some of the dynamics we really would want persons to.
So a major part of the problem here is not just pay and working conditions. It's orchestrated and designed by the Ministry of Health through the HR department to make sure say them keep people out. And I'm sure if you're not kissing asses and scratching butts, if you're not kissing asses and scratching butts, engineered oppression, engineered oppression, if you're not scratching asses and kissing butts, no matter how trained you are, no matter how qualified you are, you're not getting up on the ladder. You have to bend down and kiss ass first. You know you have to kiss many frogs before you can kiss a prince. Yeah. And that are going in the Ministry of Health. If you don't kiss frog, you can't get the chance to kiss a prince both here. What a disgrace. There's so many ills. There's so many ills right across healthcare orchestrated by Dr. Tufton Ministry and this government, because there's a lot of systems that she's explaining that existed. Yeah, enjoy the program, honestly. Otherwise, you'd have gone with your blood clot business. So, yeah, enjoy the program. Stand here and shut the fuck up, John Crow. Design oppression, as Oops call it. Because systems that existed no longer existed. And we see what Dr. Tufton and Teddy Barks and Carl Bruce, Ivor Crandon and the rest of them do to health care in Jamaica?
Sit and understand and don't look at things just so. Because you look and you say, we have factors that are going against the employment of the new graduate. There are a lot of factors out there.
Bureaucracy defends itself.
Yes.
Always. I understand it very well.
Whose bureaucracy though? Whose bureaucracy? Christopherton bureaucracy, where don't make no sense. Christopherton bureaucracy, where don't stop the waste of the money and the thieving of the money and the breaking down of health care. All it does, all Christopherton bureaucracy done, is preventing nurses from being placed to help Jamaica people where they ain't got school for. Is to entrench Christopher Tufton cronies in positions they're not qualified for.
Right? I mean, I am technically the head of the bureaucracy, but the way in which bureaucracy works is that it is self-preserving, and that prevents it from changing.
Yeah.
Once it gets entrenched into a position, it is going to defend it.
But that was what you bring the thief, the criminal RJ Marks, and that you bring her for. To weed out the entrenched bureaucracy. You know why we have these entrenched bureaucracy that we don't review and change? These entrenched bureaucracies is what help to advance cronyism and nepotism. This entrenched bureaucracy is what use to thief people money. Because to say, if it is that somebody come in when agree with them can't get a space, them can't get the foot up the ladder. It's only people that deploy the corrupt practices through this entrenched bureaucracy gets a foot up on the ladder. So thereby, not only the pay and working condition is a crisis in our country. The bureaucracy is a crisis which prevents nurses who are qualified and trained from being able to serve in our country, because if you're not corrupt enough, you not get a headway.
So what I try to be is, in terms of leading the bureaucracy, I understand that if the bureaucracy doesn't change, it will atrophy, it will die.
Yeah.
So it becomes a challenge to get the bureaucracy to change. Remember now, I am not a permanent part of the bureaucracy. I might be there a little longer than most, but you know, my job is to change it. But the bureaucracy can become entrenched and say, who am I to be telling, you know, someone who is trained in the area understand the bigger picture to say change. So it's very important that I hear how do you see it? And then I try to understand how other people see it. Maybe there is something that is a balance of interest. Maybe, you know, the interests of the nurses have to be balanced against, you know, some other interests. And that's usually so I have to, this is what I'm saying always, let me get the understanding. So it's,
Honesty, answer this question for me. Are you a Seventh-day Adventist? That's how I want you to answer for me. Are you a Seventh-day Adventist?
when you put the ideas in writing, a little bit more cogent, and then I can go on here, and that's how we make changes. So though I listen to you, and emotionally I'm drawn to your arguments, I also have to be prepared to listen to the other arguments logically.
Yeah.
So even though I'm emotionally driven by what you're saying, I need to understand it, logically. There's a sense that somehow the frustration of how healthcare is administered has kind of diminished the empathy and concern and the dignity with which patients are treated. What's your view on that? Is care less in healthcare today?
There are instances where the care appears to be less. And I'm not justifying the situation, but I can categorically say that sometimes it is the extenuated circumstances around a particular situation that will allow for people to feel like they are cared for less. You know, everybody is not on par with everything. So we have some nurses who maybe not so 100, you know, they operate because it's not everybody going to nursing for caring. Some going there as a professional. O'Keefe would have told you that in his initial dispensation, he came in for another reason. And there are many persons like that. Some persons didn't go into nursing to care. They went in, get the little experience, move foreign or another area. Because persons, we have nurses who go into things like sales rep for drug agencies and so on. So you get the experience and you know how the things work and then you move on. But sometimes when persons complain about the care, what did they offer to us? Our patients can be very disrespectful. And they come with a
Back to all, me ask you a question. Just answer the question and stop give the long lamented fucker. Me ask you, are you a Seventh-day Adventist? Yes or no? It's simple.
they come with a preconceived idea. A patient walks into an A&E department that has 100 people before them, and they want to be cared for now. A patient is sitting in an A&E, and that is why the A&E departments are moving away from general patients. They will be in the A&E for a back pain they had 3 weeks ago. A motor vehicle accident takes place in a bus and 5 children come in. You are no longer priority. The priority now becomes the persons who are injured and needs to be assisted. And then complain and say, oh, we don't care. That we can't be seen it. We cannot look at you. You are no longer a priority. Customer service would have said to you, you will now have an extended waiting period because they don't want to hear that.
So there are two sides to the coin.
Exactly. And I always say, sir, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has a complaints mechanism in place. And I always say, if the internal customer was to complain about the external customer, they would have too much work to do. We are physically, we are mentally, we are not going to even talk about verbally abused. If I ever tell you some things that people who say them sick tell me, yes, very abusive, and not to mention the relatives. So when we talk about the care has to be both ways.
But isn't there a sense, though, that as professionals, the behavior of the patient, even excessive behavior, of the misbehavior, if you want to call it that, of the unreasonable behavior of the patient, is built into your professional training?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we cope. We have those that when you talk.
Yes, Andrew Holness. But if you go around the UK and you, in any department in the UK, you're going ahead in hospital, you see a sign poster before you see anything else. Verbal abuse will not be tolerated. Yes, we know say some of the nurses them are ag, just like we police them. That's the truth. But not everybody are ag. The bigger problem is though the frustration about pay, working condition, the engineered oppression from the Ministry of Health and its HR department. There is a lot that has come together in the breakdown and tear away in our healthcare system. So yes, when you do those training, you're trained to deal with aggression and ill mannerism and all of that. But when the service facilitates and hastens that, it's a different thing.
To them come right down. But there are some who you can't talk to. Because if you are not, remember, you know, if your head hurting is, your head hurting you. You don't be.
Thinking pussy D, honesty D. Hurricane Gilbert was under Siaga. Thinking us, girl. It was Siaga government that got the money for Hurricane Gilbert. It was Siaga government would dump zinc and lumber in the bottom of the sea when the people vote them out in 1990, in 1989 Jankro. It was Andrew Holness the other day come out, come admit, say, Jamaica get more assistant in a Hurricane Gilbert than it get in a Melissa. But your JLP government, where they never dash way in a sea bottom, them thief the money and run off with it. The same Siaga with the thief the 40 million from IMF and say never member.
As if her belly dropping out. You only know that is your head hurting.
So as a professional, you are trained or should be trained to be able to absorb the unregulated behavior.
Some of it you can absorb, sir. Remember that we are coming from society.
But at the end of the day, you're all human.
Coming from society.
So there's a threshold.
We are coming from, and
that
sometimes people walk away. Sometimes you ask your colleague because we work with it, you know. And that's why I tell you we don't complain. Because sometimes the person might look at you and you look like somebody who did trigger them, you know. Yeah. That is how they come to us, you know. You see, you favor my mother. Hey, girl, and that's the style, you don't know them from birth. So sometimes you know have to take yourself out of the equation and put another nurse in there who they might relate to at a different level.
So are you saying that the Mary C. Cole nurse is no longer possible in
the
Jamaica?
Mary C. Cole nurse is in Jamaica. See her. Well, even a Mary C. Cole.
Jestfully.
In the fact, Andrew Holness, that them tell you say because them not have ambition like the nurses, them will run away to England, Canada, America. Go look a better life. The Mary C. Cole is still, because Jamaica is a war zone in Andrew Holness. Under your regime, Jamaica is a war zone. Health care in our country, Andrew Holness is a frontline galangin where Mary C. Cole work on in the Crimean War, not in the First World War, as the Governor General told us the other day. Bunch of dunce. Nancy D, you can't answer the one question I know. John Quebec, you know, go on about your business.
I raised a question as to whether or not the Mary C. Cole typology of.
Yes, I'm a proud SDA. She finally get around to answer the question. It means you're a whore, a thief, a liar, a fucking bitch. Because uno in the SDA church, uno take every pastor in there, uno take one another husband, uno is a whore, thief, liars, and raving bitches. That's what uno are if you're SDA. Yeah.
Nursing exists
anymore. Because we have Mary C. Cole Day.
Of course.
Yes.
And I was reassured that all the nurses here bear the spirit, all the nurses bear the spirit of Mary C. Cole, someone who is going out of their way to help the patient, which essentially says that you are caring even when it is to your discomfort.
Yes.
You understand human suffering and you're patient with your patients. But in today's circumstances, where resources are limited, the ethos of the society may be different, where...
Why not think Seventh-day Adventist Union of Conference threaten to sue me where they can't sue me? Because them know everything me attack is true. And if me go for subpoena them evidence, if me for go subpoena the disciplinaries at Jamaica Union of Seventh-day Adventist Conference, they know they can't win me in a lawsuit. All of them are the same thing. Look on Andrew Holness, look on the Governor General.
The number of persons seeking care has increased, and expectations of the population are far higher than what the resources can deliver. It does lead to a confrontational situation in waiting rooms and in clinics and hospitals, particularly as it relates to waiting time and the speedy delivery of services. But it is important that the average Jamaican is reassured that when they do come to the healthcare system, it is for health, to get medicine, treatment, and recuperate, but it is also for empathy, for the care, and that the care is not absent from healthcare. And the reaffirmation of this principle here is very important. On the other side of the coin, there is without question, and having had fruitful discussions a while ago, that there are changes that are still needed, both from a human resource management point of view.
The greatest change and the wholeness that is required in our healthcare is the removal of Christopher Tufton. The greatest change required for progress, among other things, working condition and properly remunerated, is getting rid of Christopher Tufton. Christopher Tufton is a devastation for healthcare in our country. I mean, you just got to look at his track record for the last 10 years. You just got to look at Cornwall Regional Hospital. You just got to look at the dead baby scandals, the bad rice scandals, the UWI scandals, the market me scandals, the scandal of Carl Bruce beating him way through everybody at University Hospital. You just got to look at the unserviced air condition and the regular breakdown and the out of use of our theaters. The biggest problem in healthcare in our country is Christopher Tufton, who broke down every other institution but brought us a bench and a dog.
An administrative point of view, but also from investment in capital point of view. And there are some critical capital projects that the government.
Now, Opal, to answer your question, who is caring for the nurses? HR, human resources, is the one that ought to do everything they possibly can to make their life better. When it comes to pay, working condition, make sure say hospital properly staffed. Sharon Bernard, how you do? HR have a duty to look after the nurses, their physical health, their mental health. Because within HR, you have a place called occupational health. Don't know if Jamaica have it. But HR is there, ought to be there to make life better for them. But as we are hearing, HR make it worse.
Government is investing in. The thought process behind the capital investments is that if we see capital as forming the kind of boundaries within which healthcare takes place. So the hospital is a capital investment, and it limits the number of beds you can have, the comfort of your waiting room, the equipment that you have. And our view is that if we rapidly build out the capital side of health, it will have an impact on the care side of health. So a nicer waiting area may.
No, Andrew Holness, we can do the two together. We can be an ambidextrous people. We can improve capacity, Prime Minister, while delivering first world standard health care. We can do that. We can build out capacity. We can improve capacity. But then again, if we're to look at Cornwall Regional Hospital over the last 8-9 years, I mean, I seriously bloody mean.
Reduce frustration. More equipment for diagnosis reduces waiting time. You know, they had been to some hospital facilities, and I could understand why people are frustrated. It's hot, it's crowded, and you know, it's problematic. So if we invest in the capital side of things, which we have, now capital investment is always.
What capital investment have you done? We don't have an increase in bed spaces. We don't have an increase in bed spaces. We don't have an increase in theater spaces. Or theaters are functioning less than less. Or emergency room are being overcrowded. We don't have ward for admit people. That's why people are admit pan chair for days. Duh. What the capacity they want to increase? And as far as we know, for me picking it, the Jamaica population is 3 million or below 3 million. It means that our population don't increase. Don't know if that is true or not. But if the capitals, as you call it, were improved, if capacity were improved across the healthcare, and to go on now? Go on.
Is a complicated undertaking. And we would have seen that in the Cornwall regional situation, where a facility that is almost 60 years old would not have had any form of major rehabilitation. You know, we faced a choice. We could either knock down the building and build up a brand new one, or rehabilitate the one that is there. Rehabilitating the one.
Prime Minister, you better not did knock it down. Because as the condition as it is in right now, it's not down. The condition that it is in at the moment, it is not down. The money what we spend refurbishing Cornwall Hospital, we could have built 3 hospitals out of it already. Including the money we want to thief.
And that is there, you know, you have to be, you know, giving service in it while at the same time trying to improve it. And, you know, that has had its own challenges. We are not going to do that again. So, for example, you will see in Spanish Town, we weren't seeking to rehabilitate what is there. We're building a brand new wing. And for KPH, we have also decided we're not going to try and rehabilitate what is there. We're going to build a brand new facility. And the objective, and that's going to be over time, but once you have a brand new facility, you can move services out of the old facilities, and then you can really take your time to either demolish or properly rehabilitate. And in the last 10 years, the capital budget for health has been significant. Huge capital budget for health in terms of what we have spent on rehabilitating facilities, particularly primary care facilities, new hospitals, new equipment. There's no question, if you compare the last 10 years versus the previous 10 years before that, the capital budget would be multiple times what we have spent. We have also spent on improving the remuneration of nurses. Now, I'm not going to get into that argument as to whether or not it is enough or whatever. I mean, the fact is that it has substantially improved. Still more to do in that regard. So I want to give you the reassurance that the government that you have is a caring government, a listening government. But we're also, we like to think that we are very studied in what we do. So we don't just make emotional responses. There are a lot of things that we could respond to emotionally, but at the end of the day, it doesn't work out logically. And so we try to be respectful of the emotional things and bring people to the logical understanding of how things would have to be. So I'm not going to be here promising you that I can do all kinds of things that I can't do, right? But at least I understand where you want to go.
At least you can remove Christopher Tufton. If it is Andrew Holness, that you're a listening government and a caring government, the most you could do, or the best you could do for the people of Jamaica, for the healthcare fraternity, is to remove Christopher Tufton. If you're a listening government, if you're a caring government, the best thing you could do is to move Christopher Tufton.
And then we can work out a realistic plan as to how we're going to get there. And I always value my interactions with the nurses, aside from my own bias, in terms of just totally admire how the nurses conduct themselves and the work that they do. But the dialogue that we've had have certainly worked to kind of influence policy from behind the scenes. So again, it's my pleasure and congratulations to the nurses who participated in this lovely display of professional expertise and skills. And I want to again say how grateful I am for the service that you give to the nation. Thank you.
Well. Andrew Holness heard truths that he was not ready for or prepared for. Truth that is not palatable to the most crooked prime minister we've ever had. Because if it is that this government cares, if it is that this government listens, the people of Jamaica has always been saying, Christopher Tufton is not fit for purpose. He's not fit for the office. At least a Dr. Chang should have been with Christopher Tufton there. Christopher Tufton should have been where Edmund Bartlett is. Edmund Bartlett should have been where Arbin Hill or some other fools are. But the liberate them love the abuse, you know. The liberate them love the abuse. Because labor rights don't understand when Andrew Holness insult even them, you know. But then again, these are people who emulate Bustamante, Alexander Clark, married into Manti. Married into Bustamante, into Manti or Bustamante, whatever. Alexander Clark. These are the people who emulate Buster. Still can't spell bread. But they willingly come to your platform to defend their own oppression. These are the people that are hungry in our country. These are the people that you don't need much to buy them out. These are the people who election cycle after election cycle, and we're not just saying it because we're propagandists. What's the name of the MP again? Well, the MP don't have sentence name with all it takes is $5,000 in a box food. J.C. Hutchinson. J.C. Hutchinson labor rights. You can't blame we say we make up them something here. A J.C. Hutchinson, when you come out, come demonstrate against him. In so no get foul, we no get water tank, and who no get foul and water tank and farm working card. Get $5,000 on a box of KFC. Labor right and we make it up. You can go over TikTok or anywhere it did it. Of your own Labour MP will buy, Nomination day, Floyd wrap up $5,000 in a green t-shirt, give the whole on. Floyd go to fertilizer for vote for him, all when you do fishing. Floyd Green bought on out, at least when him a buy for Miranda one them, India have to pay them from 20 to 30 to 50,000. Uno the JLP, uno settle for 5,000. You have come around on my platform to come defend Andrew and Andrew godliness and I talk about my obscenity. Leave my obscenity. My obscenity don't kill nobody. My obscenity, me couldn't cuss. My mother was a good bad word cusser. So was my father. So is most of the Fab's family. So we grew up with bad word, we learn it well. But it has not killed anyone. Your prime minister, on the other hand, who stood in public and told the police that Jamaicans, young Jamaicans, your son, your nephew, your cousins, your neighbors, that they must meet their judge or their maker. Your Minister of National Security, the Deputy Prime Minister, on the utterance of the Prime Minister, told the police, shoot first and ask questions after. Told the police, put them in a jeep back or in a barpan checha. My bad one, my obscenity. Leave my bad word alone. Bad word not hurt nobody. Bad word is a part of the English language. Is a part of the Jamaican expression and dialect. You see. Bad word is a part of our culture. When you meet anybody in a foreign and they know say you're Jamaican, they say, Bamba clad, yeah man, Bamba clad, wagwan man. Don't worry about bad word. It's your religion and your patriarchal dominated teaching, your boys club teaching us there's something wrong with bad word. If you ask the culturalist Muta Baruka, he would tell you that word that he recognizes bad word is Jesus Christ and those other words. Bad word, what we call bad word, are swear words or obscenities. They are a part of the Jamaican expression. We use them to express anger, fear, frustration, fun, the jolly side of us. Huh? We not tap. Go and look at something wrong with bad word. Tap go and like something wrong with bad word. A time for to break out of the colonial teaching. When the slave master no one with to express with self. Them put them phrase on it. Just like when they no one with a do a spiritual ritual or whatever. Them call it voodoo. But out of that same thing, they create a demonic organized religion out of it that some of you all are still subservient to. Uno cost more bad word. Maybe if we get the chance to express ourselves with bad word, what you call bad words and all that, we wouldn't be so violent to each other, would we not? Anyway, we're going to change the thumbnail to reflect Andrew Holness and the nurses, but also, we will, tomorrow morning, we will be doing the program because that video of the IC committee, oversight committee, is an hour and a half, and the hope analysis we have to do between the hour and a half is going to be long. So that would better left till tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning show will probably be about a 3-hour show. Because see, the Nursing Association video which is only 36 minutes, say the amount of time it take up with all the analysis in between and so on. So tomorrow morning, we will be doing the IC program. We're going to change the thumbnail for this program so it reflects Andrew Holness and the Nurses Association. All right? I seek no help from the government. 3/4 of my house went in Gilbert. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. No labor right walk and beg and thief and sell on yourself short like hour. Anyway, my peeps, thank you all for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support, as always. Until the Adventists, them and the labor right, them, they're one of the same thing. Wicked lion, thief, and dunce. Wicked lion, thief, and dunce. So thank you for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support as usual. Now I'll get myself ready now for mourn, cry, and everything in a one. All right? So we're not going to come on tonight because after funeral, I'm going to be talking to my cousin, go keep my cousin comfort in Jamaica for the rest of the evening. The funeral is starting early in Jamaica. It's 11 o'clock funeral, so 5 o'clock my time, so it won't be long. Anyway, see you all later. Alrighty? Hold on there. Hold on a bit. Andrew Holness never come prepared for what he was told. That's what you should take from today's program. Andrew Holness was
10 years, you say.
And 2, what the Prime Minister was told, him never come prepare for that. Him come prepare for tell the lie, and people cheer on him lie and back up him lie. But the president of the Nursing Association, I'm not tired to listen to her, because when she's speaking, she don't mince her word. We need more people like this in our civil service, because the civil service is the most important in our country. Our government doesn't run our country. Government owns the thief and tell lies in our country. The civil service, though, is what makes our country work. Our nurses, our doctors, our police, our firemen, those who clean our street, those who work in the administrative affairs of our country. Not politician. Politician don't go thief and tell lie in our country. So we need, when we buck up on good civil servants, we need to cheer them on and tell them, well done. Anyway, thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from the Global TV Group.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of hope. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul? Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in your politics we ever see. Holness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Holness, time to go. Time to go. The people, yes and no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness, our time to go. We know our no hype, we know our no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking and I'm not too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.